What's up, everybody? Welcome to season 2 of a show nobody asked about a show nobody likes. I'm your host, not Rafa, which already makes the show 115 times better. Today's episode, we're gonna sit here and talk about bullshit stuff that's on Netflix. Are you ready for this? Cause I'm... Welcome back to Otaku! Hey! Woo! I'm the one and only host, Rafa, and as the anime correspondent here at Geek Jar 3000, I gotta make sure you jarheads are updated with the most recent anime news, what to watch, and of course, what to avoid. FYI, do not watch Boku no Pico. I mean, it's some fucked up shit. This dude is at least 20 years old. He's hanging out with a little boy, eating ice cream in a car, and then next thing you know, they're eating each other's booty holes and sucking each other's peepees. Some crazy shit. Honestly, guys, I went into the third date before I eat a little boy's asshole. I'm just old-fashioned like that, you know? I keep it old school. But that's just me. Geek Chart 3000, bringing you the best of the best, high-end, sophisticated comedy of all the internet. That's enough of that. Let's get on with the show. Anime is such a big medium that you can always find something to watch no matter what at any time of the year. I mean, there's 4 seasons of anime and it's about 20 new shows every single season. So many shows. You might pass them up. It happens to everybody. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to stay up to date with all the most popular anime, so I want to look like a normie in front of my weeaboo friends. Newest episode of My Hero Academia is out, but I watch this motherfucker around home. That young play.
You still watching anime, you weeaboo bitch?
Yeah, I love anime. As you guys know, we always miss some good shows, and next thing you know, they're gone. And we can't watch them until, the DVD or the Blu-ray comes out, and that's $50-$60 right there? Too much money, just so you could see maybe liking a show? Too much work. Thankfully, we got blessed by the anime gods, something called Netflix, something called streaming, so we'll never ever be behind on our shows, because we don't use those illegal websites, right guys? We don't do that. No, we only go to the legal licensed websites like Crunchyroll and Netflix or Hulu. No, those illegal websites, because support the anime industry, damn it. We all have Netflix. This we all know. I'm pretty sure that there's more people out there with Netflix than cable service. You know, it's straight facts. That's what it is. And we know here that's the truth because we did an independent study, right? We had an outside source to do this for us. And we were right. Hello. My name is Raphael. I'm doing an independent survey. Find out who has Netflix and cable services. If I can get your... hello, my name is Raphael, and I'm here to independent study.
Get your ass back inside.
So Netflix is not to be taken lightly. Also, they have their own original anime on there, so it's pretty fucking awesome. And they're also expanding their, their anime collection, as you can say. I wish I had a little bit more, but what they have on there, it's still good enough. So today, we're going to talk about the top 10 best anime on Netflix. By the way, this list is not ranked. 10 is not better than 1 or 2 is not better than 9. Nothing like that. It's just, these are just my top 10 picks. Watch them in any order you want. Pick the ones that you like from, whatever you want to do. These are it right here. So we're going to get started with those. Starting off the list with number 10 is Durarara. I think I said that right. There's season 1 on there, and there's season 2, which is broken up into 2 seasons, I think. It's kind of weird how it all works out. But they're on there, and it's a great show. It's about a big cast of characters in this district inside Tokyo. I think it's called Ikeburo. I think I said that right. And you're just following their adventures and the shenanigans they get into. It's there's crime involved, and there's a supernatural. There's a headless horse in there that's a carrier. Like, what the fuck? It's so good. The thing that really attracts me to this show is that something could be happening across town to a whole different other character, and it somehow affects the other character on the other side of the tracks. It's that crazy. It's that tangled and connected. It's such a great show. You love all these characters. You just want to see what happens next. You want to see how one person affects the other person that they might not even be in the same room, but they still get affected by what's happening in situations. Crazy cast of characters, shenanigans all the damn time. Awesome pick. You want a fun action type of TV show? This is it right here for you guys. Recommend, go check it out. It's good. Some good shit. Number 9 is Attack on Titan. And I know, I can already hear you guys. Rafa, why are you putting that on the list? Everybody and they mama has seen Attack on Titan. And to you, viewer, I have to say this. Shut the fuck up! Because not everybody has seen Attack on Titan yet. And this is true. I've spoken to some of these people before. They have not seen it yet. And this is me telling them, go see it. What are you doing? You dummy. You stupid idiot. Go watch it. Well, they have enough time. I mean, season 2 is going to come out like in 2 years or so.
Isn't season 2 next year though?
Yeah, well... See, they said season 2 was this year, and then they pushed it to next year. Yeah. And then next year, they're going to push it to 5 years. But then we could expect it when Half-Life 3 comes out, and also Left 4 Dead 3.
And Detox.
And Detox with Attack on Titan season 2. Can't wait for that. That's going to be a great year. Really quick, for the people out there who don't know what Attack on Titan is about, it revolves around this one kid named Eren Yeager. In this world, the humanity is on the brink of extinction because there's these giants who are eating them because they can. They're called Titans, and they're really big and have really small arms, and they run really weird like this. Right? But anyways, that's going on, and Eren's like, I must avenge my mom because she dies in the first episode. Spoiler alert, sorry. And so he's like, he joins the army, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill all of them. And the story begins. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. I don't want to tell too much about it. Number 8 is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is a very great show. Now, this is not the original version of this anime. In 2003, Full Metal Alchemist, the original anime aired. And it did its own thing. It didn't really follow the main story that the manga did. But in 2009, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood aired. It was more darker, and it was more towards what the manga was doing, which personally I think that's way better. It's about 2 brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric. They get into some hot water to do something they're not supposed to do, some taboo stuff with some alchemy, and they have to go on this journey and recover what they lost, an arm and a leg and a whole body and such. They were trying to resurrect their mom, and it didn't work. She's dead. Let her go. Sorry. And they didn't. And they paid a really heavy price. And, you don't fuck around with that when it comes to alchemy. They're chasing a little red stone that says to have an immense amount of power. Now, if you do watch it on Netflix, just a little warning. Not the whole show is on there. It's like 5 seasons or like 6 seasons. It's only 4 on Netflix. So if you do watch it on Netflix, you're gonna have to go somewhere else and finish it. Those illegal websites we talked about not going to, you're gonna have to go there if you want to finish the show. If not, you can just leave it. But you need to finish the show. It's just too goddamn good. Number 7, Kill la Kill, an awesome show. Hey, you like nudity? I know I do. You like violence? I know I do. This is a show just for you. Follow this high school girl. Her name is Roki Matoi. I can't say the fucking name. Can you put the name for me? Thanks. She has a scissor blade. A scissor blade. It's a blade. Scissor, right? Scissor blade. And she's trying to find who killed her father and why did they kill her father. And you go on this journey with her, and at the same time, she's trying to take down the evil student council president, which is another girl who's in all white, and she has like a samurai sword, and she's trying to figure out like why the fuck her dad died. And you go on this adventure with her and see what's going on with that. And this world, there's powers, and your clothing is what gives you your powers, and you become even stronger with less clothing on. It's great. It's awesome. It's goofy. It's big, and it's stylized, and it's really over the top. The same people who did Gurren Lagann, remember that awesome show? No, they know. The same guy who directed this. With his own studio called Trigger. Awesome shit. It's funny throughout the whole thing. It doesn't take itself seriously, which is what you want from a type of show like this, when it's super over the top. It's lots of fun. Check it out. It's great. Hilarious. Nudity. Some titties. Some booty. Oh, Lord. This show. I sure do have the vapors. Moving on from that is number 6, right? Hey, remember that show I just mentioned a few minutes ago that's not Kill or Kill?
Gorgonzola?
Gorgonzola? No, Gurren Lagann.
That one.
That's next on the list. That's number 6. I tricked you guys. You guys didn't see it coming. Boom, there it is, right there, just for you. The other one's super stylized. This one is boom. But this one's just a little bit older and deals with mechs, which is fucking awesome. So it's like they got a little mech, and they got a bigger mech, and an even bigger mech, and it's really over the top. And then they use willpower and friendship to overcome the odds. And pretty much the story is a little background. Simon, he's a little kid, and humanity was forced to go underground because this evil tyrant king took over the earth. And they've been there for like forever and ever and ever. And then, Simon's a little digger guy. He just keeps digging. And at a certain point, they dig up all the way to the surface. And then they join the resistance. The resistance that of the few people who decided, hey, you know what? I ain't going to live in no dirt. I want to live on the surface. And that's what they decided to do. And they're out there and they're fighting, trying to survive. They have these mechs that they find. And with true willpower and best friendness, they will overcome all the odds, literally over the top. This is like Gundam. If Gundam decided not to be taken itself too seriously, like, oh, I need to, get you with my mech robot. Oh, you're not gonna get me. Serious shit all the time. This is like, fuck you, bro. I'm gonna kick your ass and I'm gonna throw this galaxy at you. Legit. They throw galaxies at each other. Tons of fun, and also has this really cool thing where it laps over time. So, most shows you really don't see that. You really don't see your characters grow up and see what they become. This show does it, and it's great. And you really get invested into these shows. One more thing.
God.
Who the hell do you think I am? That's what they say. That's
What's the next show?
one of the lines in the show.
I haven't seen it. How am I supposed to know that?
Number 5 is Ouran High School Host Club. I love this show. It's a great show. It deals with this girl named Haruhi. She is going to this super expensive, high-end, sophisticated high school called Ouran Academy. And she's on a full ride scholarship, man. She's just like one of us, one of the guys. Poor shit, no money. But she's super smart. So she has a scholarship. And she's going to the school and she's going to study. And just one day, she's like, she wants to study and be alone, be all quiet. She enters this room, which is the club room of the Ouran Host Club. Which, if you guys know what a host club is when, guys or girls, depending on the specific club itself, go in and hang out with guys or girls to entertain them. It's kind of like going on a date with a boyfriend or a girlfriend type of thing. Like, you sit with them and they kind of talk to you and be flirtatious and you drink with them. It's kind of like getting blue balls. It's like getting blue balls at a strip club without the strip tease, I guess you can say. It's kind of, it sounds really fucking shitty, and I don't understand why is this a thing in Japan, but it's a thing. I mean, I'd rather just go pay for a hooker and just get my dick sucked and catch some STDs, but anyway, she goes in there and she meets all these guys. There's 6 of them, and clumsy she breaks a very, very valuable vase worth 6 million yen, I think, which is a lot of money. There's money that she cannot afford, right? So they're like, well, if you can't pay with cash, you can pay with labor. So she becomes an errand boy for them. But then they realize that she's actually pretty good, like entertaining the female students that they host, right? So they make her a host by hiding, her identity, or her gender, whatever. Because she, like, the way she dressed, she looks all raggedy and shit. So you can't tell that she's a boy or a girl. At the beginning, they thought she was a boy. That's why they were treating her like shit. Then they're like, oh shit, it's a girl. But oh shit, she's really good with the customers. That's bringing in more cash for us. So now we can't let everybody else know that she's a girl. Guess what? Shenanigans ensue. That's all I gotta say right there. She gets crazy. She gets funny. It's a great show. You like these characters. They're lightweight. It's a very light-hearted show. That's what you're looking for. That's what it is right there. It's a shoujo, if you know what that is. It's the main female character surrounded by potential boyfriends. That's that type of show right there. Bukkake. Moving on to number 4, and at the same time moving away from those really lighthearted, goofy anime. It's this anime called Gunslinger Girl. I don't know if you heard about it. It's set in Italy, right? It's this government branch. It's kind of like a front, you know. It's run by the military, but it's a front. You know, they take like orphan girls who are like at the brink of death, and they, you know, nurse them back to health. But the thing that you don't know, or what the public doesn't know, they are made to become ruthless killers. They're like half robots, like practically cyborgs and shit like that, right? So it's like really weird. Like you're taking little girls, like elementary girls, like really young girls, and they're being trained and like brainwashed to be like these killers. And then I mean they're like sniping and like they're going after like terrorists and shit like that, right? Some really serious stuff. This is a great show, but it's very dark and it's really at times really hard to watch. You're watching these little girls who, you know, they're still kids and they struggle with the fact that, you know, they're out there killing people and then they come home a few hours later and they're like, you know, playing outside. Like it's really hard to see that. And you know, they're still trying to have that innocence of childhood, but they kind of can't because they're killers. It's a really, really, really dark show. It's a very mature type of show. That's what you're looking for. It's kind of tragic in its own special way. I would recommend it for those people out there who are looking for something like that. I always love these type of shows because you get a new. It's not the same shit always, you know. I could watch another Ouran Host Club, you know. I could watch another funny ass anime slice of life type thing. But when you get something like this, it's special. Something like this sticks with you. Like I seen this show years ago, and it's still right here. Moving on for some really sad shit. We're gonna move on to some really awesome shit. Number 3 on my list is The Seven Deadly Sins, which, OMG, guys, it's a Netflix original anime. Boom, it's on the list. I had to put it on there. It's a shonen, so if you guys know what that is, like it's like a Naruto or a Bleach or, you know, a One Piece. But it's one of those adventure shows where you go with your pals and go have fun and, you know, beat the challenge because you're always the underdog and shit like that. It's tons of fun. It's a really great show. The princess of the land, of this kingdom, her kingdom got overthrown and she needs to take it back. And she is looking for these 7 legendary knights who at one point betrayed the kingdom itself when they were supposedly bad guys. And she's trying to get them all back together to go get the kingdom back from the new bad guys, I guess you can say. It's interesting because you're following the perspective of the supposed bad guys, and the bad guys are the good guys. So it's kind of like a little switcheroo they did there. It's a lot of fun. The characters are really funny. They're knights, but they're practically gods. I mean, the powers they have is just insane. They're insanely strong. There's one guy, he can't die. I mean, he gets stabbed, his head gets cut off. He's like Deadpool, pretty much. Like the level of regeneration he has is like Deadpool level. There's one guy, he could counter practically every single thing. He has like a broken sword and he could counter the most craziest attacks. Like just the level of power they have is ridiculous shit. But it's a good show. Season 1 ended. I enjoyed all of it. Can't wait for season 2, which was announced. Can't wait for it. So you guys have time. Catch up. Get caught up. Watch it. It's already a fan base for this show. You know, so many people cosplaying these some characters at ASIN, which I saw yesterday or a few days ago when this comes out. So it's there. People love it. Watch it. You have Netflix. There's no reason for you not to watch it. It's the only place you can watch it. Before we continue, let's get a round of applause to Netflix. Can't get off that Netflix dick. Great shit they have. Awesome original material. Not sponsored, by the way. We're just a bunch of faggots like that. Moving on. Number 2 on my list. I have spoken about this anime to death on this show. If you go back and watch some of my older stuff, I've brought this show up many of times. Can you guess it? Thank you. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Madoka Magica. You guys don't understand how much I love this show. It's one of my favorite shows, hands down. It's a great fucking show. It's about Madoka. That's her name. And she's struggling to decide to become a magical girl. Should she do it? Should she not do it? And you kind of follow her through the steps of maybe she will, maybe she won't. It's great. It takes the magical girl genre and puts a new twist on it. Something that we have never seen before. Something that caught everyone off guard. This show hands down kills it. If you're going to watch it, like I know I talked to a few people who said that they tried it but they couldn't get into it. Watch it all the way up to episode 3. Do not give up until you've seen episode 3. If you're done by episode 3 and you still don't want to watch it, alright, I'll leave it alone. But you won't. You'll be hooked by episode 3, and that's a fucking promise right there. Also, by the way, if you've seen the TV show, the story does continue on Netflix. Also, there's 2 movies on Netflix that recap the show. So if you want to sit through the episodes, which I recommend actually still sitting through the episodes because it gets more into detail about the characters themselves. But if you don't want to do that, you can just watch the 2 movies. And then there's a 3rd movie of Madoka Magica, which continues the story from the TV show. So either way, you watch the movies or the TV show. The 3rd movie's on there, which continues the story, which, again, love the fuck out of this show. And last, but certainly not least, number 1 on my list, it is, I think it's the newest anime that has been aired. It's called Your Lie in April. It is a romantic comedy slice of life, and it's a very cheesy show. Like, just I'm gonna be straight with you guys. It's super cheesy. It deals, with like fun and love and stuff like that. But it's so good. I only cried 4 times watching anime. There's 4 different shows that made me cry, and this is through years and years since I was in high school. It was Clannad, Angel Beats, Anohana. I remember the full name. And this show, Your Lie in April. If you want to catch some feels, this is the show for it right here. If you already seen the other ones, this is it right here. It deals with this middle school student. His name is Kyosei, some shit like that. I don't know. I can't say Japanese fucking names. Whatever, dude. He's a genius at piano. He's really good at the piano. Like he can look at the sheet, memorize it, like. But then his mom died, and he got traumatized, and he doesn't want to touch the piano anymore. He kind of lost sense of himself, and he sees everything as bland and kind of dead, and just doesn't give a fuck. Everything's monotone for him now, right? That's where we first meet him. Well, he's hanging out with his friends. He runs into this girl who is a genius violin player. Out of nowhere, he starts seeing color, and like his life begins anew and shit like that. It's really cheesy, and it's heartwarming. It's really like it's heartwarming, and it's heartbreaking what happens in the show. I don't want to give anything away and anything like that, but it's a really good show. Like I said, if you want to catch those feels, if you want to know how it feels to be human again, because I can't feel anything anymore, this is the show to do it right here. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys liked my list. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Was it good? Was it a good list? Go check out the stuff I know that I mentioned. If there's any that you guys, if you guys feel I missed any, let me know in the comments down below. I'll love to go check them out. I am gonna do a Hulu version of this, my top 10 Hulu picks, and that's gonna take me a little bit longer because Hulu has a massive selection of anime. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Well, am I wrong? Am I right? What do you guys think? Let me know. Hit the like button if you like what you saw. If you've seen at least one show that you agree with me, hit the like button. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Now you gotta do it. Now you gotta do it. Hit subscribe. You haven't subscribed yet. We have awesome stuff on this channel. And of course, the brand new anime podcast starring myself and John over here.
What?
Anime podcast called the Bento Box Podcast. Episode 1 is already out now, exclusively on SoundCloud. So go on SoundCloud. Listen, it's good. We talk about Asen, this year's Asen. We also talked about One Punch Man and My Hero Academia. We kind of compared them. It's awesome stuff going on. A lot of awesome stuff happening in this channel. Come on. Join the Geek Jar Nation. Become a Jarhead. Check out the social media. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at GeekJar2000. Keep updated with us because we'll let you guys know when the newest video is out. We always do. Check out my personal Twitter, which is RalphAbout1000. I'll promise I'll use it more. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Alex and John. It's fucking hot in here and it's late as fuck. And we'll see you guys either in 2 weeks or in a week. We haven't decided yet. Next episode. Fuck it. We'll see you next episode. Whatever. That's it. Get the fuck out of my room. Take the camera and get the fuck out.